guys, welcome back to our Mardel Rubio PDF colour along. I hope the lighting is okay for you. I'm trying to get it as low as I can so you can see what I'm doing without too much shadow on it. That looks not too bad. Okay, the colour, I thought we would do the branches. There's quite a few branches all over, so we'll get them out of the way. For them I picked dark brown, and I picked for chocolate for the medium and light umber for the lightest one. So what I'm going to start off with, and they're still working with the Prismas, I'm just going to, this one here doesn't have, I don't know why, but it's stopped and it doesn't have the, you can't see that, I'm sorry. The one over her shoulder here doesn't have the markings on it, but it has a leaf on the end. So I'm just going to treat that exactly the same and put my own markings in with the dark brown. I thought I'd start over here. I just hope the picture is clear. I think it is. We're just going to I'll go down to these leaves here where you can see. I'm just going to do a light coat of the light umber first of all in there, like so. I don't always, but 9 times out of 10 I do like to put a base layer of something down. When it's obviously 3 colours, I try to put the lightest one down first. Right, now we'll go to our darkest one, which is a dark brown, and I'm just going to go over where Mardel has put these dark lines. I'm just going to lightly go over them. So this will be dark here. He's given us a guide with different bits that he's shaded in here, so I'm going to just blend them out. I'll blend that out with the medium colour, and we'll do this bit here as well, but you'll see how it comes out in the end anyway. But it will be something like the petals on the flower, something similar to that, because I'm going along the dark lines that he's done, and I'm just blending it out slightly. Then I'm going to do all these dark lines. You don't have to do, or you can just do the lines exactly how he's done them, or you can do them as I'm doing them as well. You know, you can do them any way you want. It really doesn't matter. Let me just see how far down you can see here. If I move you slightly down this way, that's it. We can get down to, I'm not sure if we can get down the bottom there. Probably not. So we'll do down to here where we were going to do anyway, and then we'll do the next bit. So yeah, I'll do all the dark lines, and I don't always blend it out too much because we will go back. We will go in with the medium one, and we will go back obviously later as well. So right now we need the chocolate, and I'm not going to go over all of it. I'm just going to go over where our dark bits are and sort of blend them out a little bit, and then we can go in again with our lightest one then. You don't have to be too precise with branches, because the same as the leaves, basically none of them are the same. They're all completely different. Like I said, I have a woods at the back of my house, so I end up usually with lots of leaves and branches and all sorts of things in my garden. So there we go with that. Yeah, it's been a sort of busy day today. We have a gardener because we're not capable of doing it ourselves, so we have a gardener come, really nice man, and because obviously in the winter there's not so much for him to do, as in like mowing the lawn and weeding and things like that. He'll do anything really, and we just pay him the same money. So he's been here today, and he's cleared our shed out for us, because when we first moved here about 10 years ago maybe now, we moved from a 5-bedroom house. We've had 2 5-bedroom houses. When we lived in Leeds, we had a brand new 5-bedroom house, and then we exchanged that for a 5-bedroom house back down here because I was homesick. And then obviously when my daughter moved out, there was only us and the boys, and it just seemed silly us rattling around in there, you know, with 2 spare bedrooms. So we exchanged it for this 3-bedroom house. But we didn't get rid of or sell anything. We had a dishwasher in the last house, which got put in the shed because there's no room for a dishwasher in here. So yeah, there's lots of things. And Zach was after an exercise bike, and I knew I had one a few years ago, and I just thought it'd be good for my knees, but it wasn't. It just made my knees really, really bad. So that was several years ago now. So that got put in the shed, and obviously various things, and Zach says, I want an exercise bike. I said, well, there's an exercise bike in the shed that you can have. So he's now in the process of sort of tidying his bedroom up and that, and making room for it, because the gardener has, you know, emptied the shed, and apparently I haven't looked, but apparently there's a lot of room in there now, so that's good. And then he's very good. He will take things and that to the tip for us, and things like that. So he is very good. You know, he will clear things out, and it's a bit of extra money for him because he hasn't got so much work obviously in the winter, and we can't do it. So, you know, it's really handy that, you know, we just pay him and he does it for us. So I think maybe the next thing maybe that he might have to do is help us sort out our spare room, which is just full of this and that at the moment, and I want it to be my craft room so I can sit and colour and that in there. And I'm just going backwards and forwards with the pencils basically. That's all I'm doing. I'm just, you know, going a bit of this and then a bit of that, and just backwards and forwards with the different colours. So yeah, get that sorted out. I can have a craft room. Then he can sort our attic out, which, you know, we weren't supposed to have anything in our attic, but because we moved from a 5-bed house, we had so much stuff that some of it had to go in the attic. So we've got that all floored out and done that, but the house has changed hands so many times with housing associations that I don't know if we're supposed to have that now, but they want to come and do a check of the house, make sure everything's okay now, because it's gone to different people again. So I'm not sure if we're going to get told off for having stuff in the attic. But like I say, we've been here like 10 years and we've had it in the attic and nobody's ever said anything before, so we'll just see. But it'd be nice if you know, the gardener can help sort out the spare room, and I'll just say to him, no, chuck it and that, and he'll just take stuff to the tip and that for us. I'll just say chuck it or keep it, you know, like we did with the shed, so that'll be quite handy to do. So get that done. I can have my craft room where I can sit and colour, and all my books will be on a proper shelf and that. It should be nice to be able to do that and have the space, and you know, I might even be able to get, I don't know if it'd work, but get my old laptop up there and see if I could stream sometime, you know, when my husband's out. So like I have to upload when he's out, because our internet just doesn't like 2 computers on and one of them uploading. So at the minute I have to wait until he goes out. I make lots of videos, but then I have to wait until he goes out to upload one or two of them, depending on how long he's out. Maybe if he's out and my laptop can handle it, I think that's how it worked, that it goes through a laptop. I might try using my phone or something, I'm not sure yet, but and the spare room is full of stuff, so we'll just see how it goes. Right, before I forget, there's one up top here, there, which I am just going to do. It's only a small bit, but it makes all the difference if you miss it. So we'll do that bit because we don't want to miss any bits. So we'll get that done lightly. And darken that up as well, where Mardel has put the bits in. Yeah, so we've had quite a busy week actually. We were at the hospital on Monday again for my husband's foot, and the diabetic clinic are really pleased with him. It's healing well, so that's good. My dad was a bit worried because he knows somebody who he was diabetic and just stubbed his toe and ended up having his, half his leg cut off, sort of thing. So I know my dad was really worried and that about it not healing, but it's healing well, so that's really good. And we've got to go back again in 3 weeks' time, but he's got to go to the doctors and have it dressed twice a week anyway, because they keep cutting hard skin and bits off around it, and then it weeps and whatever, so not nice. And he still has to wear this funny boot thing, which he's not very happy with, but there you go, things are needs must. Right, we'll do, where shall I go? I put you there. I've got the lightest one anyway, haven't I? Light amber, then you can see this one, and can I get all that one in? Yeah, of course I can. There we go. So we'll get this one, go all over again with the light umber. So if you hear lots of banging or hoovering and that's just Zach tidying up his room to get this exercise bike in that he's wanting. I'm surprised he's got any room in that room at all, because he's only got like a little box room, and there's not a lot of room in there at the minute. So, but when his brother was here, because he'd been moved out before, and he'd moved out several years ago when he was about 17, I think, and he's now 26. He'll be 26, yeah, 1st of March. When he moved out at 17, we just used the room for whatever, and we just filled it like we did, at the 5-bedroom house. We just filled it with stuff as stuff came along, and a lot of stuff that came from our old house that I wanted to keep. I don't know if I'll ever get around to using it again, but there was lots of material, boxes and boxes and boxes of material, because I used to do sewing, and the 2 big embroidery machines that I've got, I don't know if I'll ever be able to use them again, but they're all in there somewhere, under boxes and in boxes and all over the place. So all these different sewing machines and all sorts of things, and there's a great big what we had in the other house dining table, which is solid oak, and it's really big and it's really, really heavy. That's buried under stuff, and that's there somewhere, but this stuff been put on top of it, and so hopefully our gardener will be able to help us. He'll be able to sort through the, get the boxes out, and then we can just say keep or throw, and hopefully get that sorted out, which should be good. Right, have we done all the bits? No, we haven't done this bit, have we? We've seen this bit, haven't we, yet? So just put the dark in this bit. So yeah, it was quite handy having him, as our gardener and obviously he can do with the money as well, you know, not having so much to do in the winter. So it's, you know, we can't get in the attic anyway, neither of us can now, so you know, that will be a really, really big help to us, especially if the housing association say you've got to take it all out, you know, you can't have stuff in there. So that'll be a really big help, him doing that for us. So yeah, really good. And he's a really nice, trustworthy man, so that's good. Right, we'll go back in with the medium, which is a chocolate, and I'm just going to go the bits where we put the darkest one. Just going to go on them bits. I'm not going to go on the, you know, all over or anything. I'm just going where the darkest bits are and just slightly coming out from where the darkest bits were. I'm just moving it slightly out. These bits where there's not a lot in between, not a lot of gap in between, you know, you can fill them in. That's not a problem there. But it goes right down to there. So, right, this one's the same. So there's some here. And I'll put that in there. I didn't bring my drink with me today. I'm getting quite a dry mouth at the minute. But I'll manage. I'll manage. And this is what we're doing with all the branches. So I'm just keeping an eye on the time to make sure that I don't run out and it doesn't go into 2 files, because I really hate it when it does that. So now I can't go to, what's that, flash, don't know. And now I can't go to long. I think it's about 43 minutes that it suddenly cuts out into 2 files, so I like to try and do it cut off and say goodbye before that actually happens. Right, go over again with the lightest one and go over everything. Right, like so. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I think you can anyway. So, not been up to much. Yeah, so we've been to the hospital. My husband's got lots of appointments this week, but I haven't got to go with him. I can stay here and Zach's here if I need anything, so that's good. Got this bit here, so we'll go in with the lightest one on here. Like so. I mean, branches are all different, so I mean, yours don't have to be exactly the same as mine. Or if you even choose to do different colours, you might not want to do brown branches, you might want to do them, you know, another colour. There's nothing to say that you can't do anything. You know, it hasn't got to be the colour that it is in real life. You can do things any colour that you want. So that's the joy of colouring. It's your book, make it your own, do what you want with it. Right, I'm going to do this long one here, which is sort of going to blend in with her hair a little bit. And I'm going to put my own sort of dark bits in with my darkest pencil, because he's missed the lines out on this bit here. Where are we? That goes right round to there, doesn't it? So we'll get that bit done. And there, and up there. Right, so with the darkest one, I usually sort of put some lines in around the leaves where they start, and on the bends. There'll be some more around here, maybe a bit there. Just make it up as you go along, really. Just sort of put bits in, because he's missed these bits. Sort of just put them in yourself, and then when you get to these bits you can just follow the lines again if you want. Where are we? We go up to that bit, didn't we? So we'll go round there, like so. There we go. Right, now we need our medium one, which is our chocolate. I'm going to just go out and around the dark bits that we did. It doesn't matter that the lines aren't there, it will just all blend in together once you've coloured it. You won't really notice that the dark lines aren't there. That bit does mingle in with her hair a little bit because we did use, I think it was the same colours for her hair, or there were some other colours as well in her hair, and you can obviously see the difference because the branch is just straight and her hair is strokes of, you know, strands of hair. So you can see this is different. Try and get in here. Okay. And go all over this bit and all over that bit. Like so. Right, what should we do now? Do this bit there. So it's from there round her neck. Alright, the light umber. Go around this bit here. All the others have the lines on, so if we do run out of time, we can do the same as we did with the leaves and the flowers. I'll get as much done as I can with you, and then if we do run out of time, you've seen the colours I've used and the, you know, order that I've used them in and that, and if you want to follow the same colours, then you know how to do the rest yourself then. So, and I hope that's okay. It's just having to do such short, well, not short, they're probably like 45 minutes or 40 minutes or whatever videos at a time. Obviously I can only do so much in that time, so it's sort of a bit of a nuisance really, but I'm sure you don't mind doing it. I just didn't want, you know, lots and lots of parts to the video, you know, because otherwise some people get bored and say, oh, what, another part of that, you know, especially if they're not colouring along, they might want to see something different. So if you could all start having a think about what you would like to see me colour next. If you're not sure what mediums or books I have, go back and watch my videos about the books I've got and the mediums I've got. Anything new I've got, I've shown you in a haul video, like the new Chinese book that I got recently. So if you want to see me colour something out of there, I have actually ordered some washi tape. I think it is coming from China. It was very, very cheap. One of them was like 2p or something silly, and then there was others that were like 50p. I don't know how big they're going to be, you know, on the rolls, but I just thought, well, you know, for that money I'll try it. So I've ordered several different patterns of washi tape. I've never used it before, but I think some of the Asian ones in the pictures in the book, some of them, they don't have a pattern on their costume or their outfit. It's just a plain one, and I don't know what, you know, what patterns or whatever to put in there. Some I might do plain. I might just colour it in plain and do shading and stuff, and others I might do some washi tape. So I just thought that might be something a bit different, and you can see, I'll show you how I get on with that, and you can see whether it comes out okay or whether I make a total mess of it. which I probably will because I've never used it before. So be warned, I probably will make a mess, but it'll be fun. It'll be a fun mess. So I don't mind things like that. So that's all good. It's getting dark now outside, and the exercise bike is still outside. So Zach's so full of getting his bedroom tidied up. Because we living out here, we don't have any street lights. So once it gets dark, it's dark. We have a light in the back garden, and we've got torches and things, but it's so much better if, you know, if you can see what you're doing rather than have to use torches and lights out there. So yeah, we'll just go over these bits again here. Right, I'm just gonna, where are you? There we are. Just gonna go over these bits again with the dark. And like there, just to give them a bit of contrast. Right. How much have we got left? We've got some that starts there and goes. Can we fit that all in? Ooh, no, we can't. Okay, so we'll do that bit then. Right, Umber, where are we? So we're doing down here, aren't we? Not too much more now to do. We're on 26 minutes, but there's not too much to do. So we're getting there. This is a funny angle for me to be colouring out. So it makes it awkward, my wrist splints, because they have metal on the inside of your hands, so there's metal, you know, goes down, you can't see that, metal that goes down that bit there, and into the palm of your hand, and they're designed so your wrists can't move a certain way. So if your wrists are really painful, like mine are, they can't bend a certain way because, you know, the metal stops it from doing that. So yeah, it's a bit awkward doing this, and I don't really want to. Normally I would turn the page, but because I'm doing it for you guys, I don't really want to go and start turning pages and that and then be out of view again, and you know, it's hard enough as it is with this little tripod and being so close that once I've got you into view, I would rather sort of stay here really. So just a little layer all over. There'll be some in there. So if it goes round the leaf or the in between, don't forget to do the little bits in between where the leaves are. We'll do this bit here shot there, won't we? Yep. I know there's a shadow, but I'm sorry I can't help that. I'm just hoping that the shadow is behind me all the time, so you can see what I'm doing. Right, and there's this bit here, a bit there. Right, where else can you see? There's a bit there. And this bit here. Okay. Yeah, so it's a bit awkward for me to get there because the wrist spin physically stops me. I've missed a bit of skin there, haven't I? Oh, let's go back to that bit. Yeah, it physically stops me from bending my wrist certain ways, so, which is a good thing because obviously when you can't bend them, you know, it doesn't hurt as much. It still hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much as if you're bending them around. So yeah, but so I would normally turn the page, but obviously I don't want to get you guys out of shot again. Now I've got you in there. I hope at a viewable level. I'm hoping it is anyway. I know there is a shadow. I don't think, I'll just move my light, but I don't think there's much I can do about the shadow. Whether that makes any difference, I don't know. Let's see. Putting in the dark bits. Just, you can still see the lines through the light that you've put down. You can see the lines where Mardel has gone, and we just want to go on them lines, really, what he's done for us. So I'll just do them bits, and any bits obviously that are sort of on the end here. I know that weren't very good, I went over, but never mind. Any bits here, and there's a bit here. This will probably be really dark because it's sort of all under her arm, and this bit here, and that'll be dark as well. There's quite a few dark bits on this one. I think that's Lily snoring. She's in the basket next to me, but she doesn't. Well, it isn't Dylan's basket, but Dylan chose the basket, and he's been sleeping in there for ages now, and Lily's decided that she likes to sleep in there now, so poor Dylan comes along to sleep in his basket, and oh, she's in there. And them two don't particularly get on. I think it's probably from when he was, she was small. He'd been done before we got him, and she kept calling when she came into season. When she got old enough, she kept calling, and she used to go up to Dylan, and she used to just turn round and stick her bum in the air as if to say, come on then, you know what to do. You're a male, I'm a female, you know. And it was really funny to watch, but poor Dylan, he hated it because he'd been done before. I think when he was a kitten, he'd been done before he got sold originally as a kitten. He'd been already done, so poor Dylan didn't know what to do. He'd never been there, never done that, you know. And he used to get really angry with her, and since then they've never really sort of got on, because they used to fight about it, and because she didn't understand why he didn't know what to do, sort of thing. And we had her from a kitten, so she didn't really know what to do either. I think just instinctively she just knew she had to have a male and stick a bum in the air, and poor Dylan just got bum in his face constantly. So we ended up having her done. And the vet said, oh good, there'd be no kittens. I said, well there wouldn't anyway, because she's an indoor cat, so she's not as if she's running around the streets getting pregnant, you know, and having lots of kittens or anything. I said, and the cat we've got at home can't get her pregnant, so we didn't bother having her done, you know. But it was really just to save poor Dylan, and she was so thin and so skinny, and yes, she ate like a horse, but she was so thin. And the vet said, oh, if you have her done, she'll put weight on as well. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. And now we call her Little Chunky Monkey, because she's quite chunky now. Now she's been done. But yeah, so she's in his basket, but she snores something really rotten, really loud. A lot louder than Dylan, and he's the one with the flatter face, and she's got the normal face, but she really snores really loudly. She's not doing too bad at the minute, but if she starts, you'll probably end up hearing her snoring as well, because she does snore rather loudly. She usually sits on the back of my chair, my computer chair, when I'm on there, and she's snoring away, and it's like, oh Lily, for goodness sake. And it's like right down my ear roll, because she's sitting on the back of me. But it's quite funny. She's sound asleep, and she's got this habit of, we call her Licky Lily as well, because she comes up and licks your nose and things, and she jumps on the back of my chair and I have to put my head back and say hello, and she starts licking my forehead, and then she'll start licking my hair, and then she'll end up biting my hair, and it's like she's trying to bite me, and what are you trying to bite me for now? And she's a very strange cat. She's not very friendly. She's not a lap cat. She will even she's like a naughty teenager is how I can explain her. She probably is in her teenage years or something like that, in cat years. But if you tell her something, she'll meow at you and answer you back, really like in a naughty way. Lily, stop doing that. And meow, she'll go to you. And stop answering back. And meow. So, yeah, she's quite naughty, is our Licky Lily. She's quite a naughty girl. Poor Dylan's never forgot, I think, that she used to do that to him, and them two really, they don't sleep together or anything like that, she's only got to walk past him and look at him, and he'll swipe for her as if to say, go away, don't even start. And she just carries on walking. Sometimes they start fighting and I have to say, oi, you two, stop it. And then they'll, start fighting. But animals, very strange. But they don't fight all the time, they can walk past each other and be civil, sort of thing. But very often I think Lily wants to play, and she'll find Dylan, he'll walk past and she'll jump on his back, and because he doesn't want his back to be jumped on, then they'll start fighting. She hasn't grasped yet that, Dylan doesn't want to be sort of, made to do things he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to play, and so, but she hasn't grasped that yet. Right, now we've done them bits, so we'll go to, where are we? The next bit, which is there. Okay, we've done all them bits, haven't we? So we've got to do this bit here. 37. Ooh, I'll just do this bit here. And this bit here. The time goes so quick when I'm colouring. I just can't believe, that I'm colouring away and trying to keep an eye on the time, and it's like, oh goodness, look at the time. It's like, where does it go? It's just so quick. Right, chocolate we want, don't we? Chocolate. Blend that in. Because that was a small bit there. I thought I'll just go over it all because that was a small bit, and go back with the lightest one. So go back with the lightest one there, and this one, like so. And then back in with the darkest one to darken up the darkest bits again. And obviously it's going to be a bit dark there. So we'll do a bit dark there, a little bit there, and on the bend, and a little bit on the end there, like that. Right, the only let me see, the only branches we've got left are these ones here, which are at the bottom, round her belly. Haven't got time to do them now, guys. I'm on 39, 38, 39 now, and it will cut out about 40 something. So you're seeing how I do them. You can do them the same or your own colour or whatever you like. So if you just finish them ones in your own time, and I'll do the same, and then we'll come back and we'll do the next part. Okay, thanks for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope to see you next time. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And leave me a comment. I love reading all your comments. Thanks guys. Bye.